Day 13. For more than we know. And now, Lord, what do I wait for? My hope is in you. Deliver me from all my transgressions. Psalm 39, 7 and 8. There may be times when we must admit that we do not really know what we are waiting for. At other times, we may think we know, but even then, it would be better for us to realize that we do not really know what is best. God is able to do for us exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think. Ephesians 3:20. We are in danger of limiting Him when we confine our desires and prayers to our own thoughts. It is a great thing at times to say, as our text reads, "And now, Lord, what do I wait for?" We scarcely know. We can only say, "My hope is in you." We see this limiting of God in the case of Israel. When Moses promised them meat in the wilderness, they doubted, saying, "Can God prepare a table in the wilderness?" Behold, he struck the rock so that the waters gushed out and the streams overflowed. Can he give bread also? Can he provide meat for his people? Psalm 78, 19 and 20. If they had been asked whether God could provide streams in the desert, they would have answered yes. God had done it once. He could do it again. But when the thought came of God doing something new, they limited him. Their past expectations could not rise beyond their past experience or above their own imagination of what was possible. Even so, we may be limiting God by our conceptions of what He has promised or is able to do. Let us beware of limiting the Holy One of Israel in our prayers. Let us believe that every promise of God that we claim has divine meaning, infinitely beyond our understanding. Let us believe that He can fulfill His promises with a power and an abundance of grace beyond our wildest imagination. And let us therefore cultivate the habit of waiting on God, not only for what we think we need, but for all He is ready to do for us in His power and grace. In every true prayer, there are two hearts at work. The one is your heart, with its small, dark, human thoughts of what you need and of what God can do. The other is God's great heart, with its infinite possibility and divine purposes of blessing. What do you think? To which of these two hearts should you give the larger place in prayer? Undoubtedly to the heart of God. Everything depends on knowing and being occupied with that. But how little this is done. This is what waiting on God is meant to teach you. As you think of God's wonderful love and redemption, consider what these words must mean to Him. Confess how little you understand what God is willing to do for you, and say each time you pray, "And now, what do I wait for?" My heart cannot say. God's heart knows and waits to give. My hope is in you. Wait on God to do for you more than you can ask or think. Apply this practice to the prayer that follows. Deliver me from all my transgressions. You may have prayed to be delivered from temper or pride or selfishness, seemingly in vain. If so, may it be that you had your own ideas about the way or to the extent God would do it? You may not have waited on God to do for you what you could not possibly conceive according to the riches of His glory. Learn to worship God as the God who does wonders, who wishes to prove in you that He can do something supernatural and divine. Bow before Him. Wait upon Him until your soul realizes that it is in the hands of a divine and almighty worker. Consent not to know what and how he will work. Expect it to be something altogether godlike, something you must wait for in deep humility and receive only by divine power. Let the words, "And now, Lord, what do I wait for? My hope is in you," reflect the spirit behind every longing and every prayer. He will, in his time, do his good work. Dear soul, in waiting on God, you may often grow weary because you don't know what to expect. I urge you, be of good courage. This admission of ignorance is often one of the best steps you can take. He is teaching you to leave all in his hands and to wait on him alone. Wait on the Lord. Be strong and let your heart be encouraged. Yes, wait on the Lord. My soul, wait only on God.